Hi, welcome to our introductory training video on what to do when you've registered your pond with the BCG Frogs on Farm project, and perhaps this is your first time looking at the website. With me is Andrew McLeod from the University of Ballarat, who are the developers of the BCG website in consort with the organisation. Now, I've registered my pond with the Frogs on Farms project, Andrew, and we've come to the site.
I'm going to click on down here in the Web 2.0 for Biodiversity project, which is, by another name, the Wildlife Ponds project. But it's all about using advanced Web 2 technologies to, the title says it all, enhance biodiversity on farms. So recording information about wildlife at these wildlife ponds.
And I see a new page has opened up, and straight away my eye is drawn to that interactive map that you've got your mouse on there. What am I looking at there?
Yeah, so the map features all of the different ponds, dams and reserves within the Birch Cropping Group region. And if I click on that, you'll see the map will come up. There's sort of 50 odd ponds, and you'll see there's different sorts here: wildlife pond, farm dams, stock troughs, channels and woodland areas.
I know that mine's a wildlife pond because I actually made it specially for the project. So if you click on that green one there, what do I see?
So let's click on one there and you can see if there's been some photos supplied there. You'll see photos coming up, and I can click on those and bring up. There's a photo of looks like some sort of lizard. I can also, if there's been videos added, I can see some of the scientific data where there's been species occurrences recorded as part of previous projects. And when I hover over those links, I can get sort of a Wikipedia entry of information about that species. If there's audio available for those species, we'll see that. We can see any observations that have been added there as a blog post.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's what I aspire to. Of course, I'm a beginner. I've just started with this. So what I'm seeing here is where I want my pond to look in terms of biodiversity and registering that on the website. So we'll get to how to do that in other training videos. But if we can go back to the front page, what else do you have on there?
So and part of this video is we're trying to add some how-to guides. So the first how-to guide that was put onto the site was about how do I actually install a pond. So originally this was in paper-based format, but now it's in a more dynamic scroll through instructions. How do I dig the hole, lining the pond, replacing the soil, adding the float device with photos and instructions and those sorts of things as you go through.
That's great.
Any multimedia that's been put on there, so I can go in and view videos and audio which are coming out of Web 2 technologies. So there's some videos coming up there.
And in fact, one of the pond scientists, one of the founders of this within BCG is Jonathan Starks. And if you go back to that page, you can actually see Jonathan talking about the kinds of things you need to think about when it comes to pond maintenance and also the animals. So
exactly.
Here we are.
If I click up on Jonathan's video there, I can see he's there giving a description of a particular pond out in the field. And this is coming out of YouTube, and I can share these links using those options there as well.
What about down here on the left-hand side? What's this Mallee Frog blog?
So Ben Jones, who's one of the pond owners in the region, has been active a long time and having his own blog. So this is bringing in Ben's postings via a syndication feed. So as he updates his blog separate to this site, we bring that sort of information in. So if people want to still continue to do their own thing, we want to bring that information into this single site.
So here's an introduction to what's available to you, the kind of ways your data, your information is going to be used as you start to upload it, and we'll talk about how to do that in videos to come. In the meantime, Andrew, thank you.
Thanks, Michael.